en los cielos, santificado sea tu nombre. Venga a nosotros en tu reino para hacer tu voluntad.
Have you ever sat down to really think about this or notice that from time immemorial, human life has always mimicked nature, has always mimicked the cycles of the changing of the seasons. And so I thought about that. You know, I always think about that, and I thought about that, and I thought this would be a great introduction for this video, how we mimic, you know, the nature around us, and how we bring that into our life on a daily basis. Just like the changing seasons, just like a new year, an old year ends, a new year begins. Life is constantly like that. Constantly we live, we go to sleep, we wake up, it's a new day, it's a new life, it's a new adventure, and we're mimicking the cycles of the seasons and, you know, of the elements around us. So just like the snow behind me that you see, you know, the first coming of the snows that you see behind me, it usually comes down white, it comes down pure, it comes down clean. This is how we mimic life, in the sense that at first it comes out pure, it comes out clean, and with the passing of time, it starts picking up the vibrations of life around it. It gets dirty, it gets nasty, okay? And this happens to us as well. So this is why I'm doing this video, to show us that we need to constantly purify, constantly cleanse ourselves to become pure as the snow that's around us. Because every day we do wake up and we do pick up vibrations, you know, from life around us. And so we should try to cleanse, wash away all these negative energies that we pick up on a daily basis. Now, soap, yeah, humans do tend to take a bath to get rid of the physical dirt. And every day we take a bath to get rid of the physical dirt. But we as spiritual people or spiritual individuals need to take time to do baths, spiritual baths, not just to remove physical dirt, but to remove the negative psychic dirt that we pick up on our aura, on our body. And so this is what this video is pretty much about. So like attracts like, and the early bird catches the worm. And you can never expect from others what you yourself will not do for yourself. So just like Papa Dios, Bon Dieu, God, created the cosmos that we live in through a thought. And from that thought, he spoke a word. And from that word, he created. God has given us the ability to think and then to pray. Prayer is our greatest defense against the darkness around us. Okay? So just like I said, you cannot expect from others what you yourself will not do for yourself. You have to place a lot of energy into changing your life. So just like I want to mimic the snow around me, I want to be purified just like the snow around me, or I want to mimic that flower or that peaceful mountain or that peaceful hill, I have to attract these things into my life. So I do it by creating an action. And this is what this bath is about. I'm mimicking something that I want to attract into my life. So this is what this video is about. It's that baño blanco, that white bath that we do because we want to mimic something that we want to bring into our lives. So I hope you enjoy this video. I'm going to show you how to make un baño blanco espiritual, or an Espiritista spiritual cleansing white bath, which is good for to refreshen your head and the body. It's good for whenever you feel overwhelmed with life's problems, your thoughts are not clear. It's good for in cases of anxiety and in depression. It helps to strengthen the auric layer. It helps to connect with one's spirit guides. It's good for sound sleep, for calming one's nerve, for clarity. This is a bath very popular in Espiritismo, many forms of Espiritismo, and you will often see this type of bath or this type of despojo in a Misa Espiritual, where Espiritistas gather. Many Espiritistas take this bath before a Misa Espiritual so that they enter into a Misa Espiritual or a Sesión Espiritual clean and pure. And I'm going to show you how to make this white spiritual Espiritista bath. It's very popular in Puerto Rico and in Cuba and in many places where they practice a form of Espiritismo. Now, usually I take this bath whenever I'm doing something like a Misa Espiritual, either this bath or something similar. Especially for any times I'm going to work El Espiritismo, La Mesa Blanca. But for everyone else, you should take this bath at least 5 times a year, no less than 5 times a year. Should be, shouldn't be any less than 5 times a year. But whenever you feel that you need that extra boost, that extra strength, a little bit of extra clarity, it is good to take este baño blanco just to cleanse yourself. You can take it more than 5 times, but no less than 5 times. Once a month if you want to. I do it every time I'm going to do a Misa Espiritual or una sesión, or usually in Espiritista they have this where everyone cleanses in front of La Mesa Blanca. So like I said, you should do it no less than 5 times, per year, or you can do it once a month whenever you need a little extra clarity, a little strength, some purity in your life. Cup, I want you to take some oats. Okay. Oats is really good for soothing. It's good for hydrating the skin, and just add water. Cool water. It doesn't have to even be hot. What you're going to do is you're going to use this in the spiritual bath, and you're just going to let the oats settle, because all you want for this bath is the water from your oats. So just add cool water and let the oats settle to the bottom of the glass, because you're going to use the oats for this spiritual bath. Honor and respects. This is Asista Brujo Luis, and what I'm going to do and show you today is how to make a white bath, un baño blanco. Usually this is a bath that a lot of Espiritistas use to purify, to cleanse, to strengthen their auric field, especially when we're going to work a La Mesa Espiritismo. It helps us remove all the toxins from before Misa Espiritual. It purifies us, it strengthens us, it feeds our spirit guides, it helps us have a stronger connection with our higher self. So I'm going to show you a spiritual bath. We call it un baño blanco, the white spiritual bath, which is really good. It's good for your skin. It's good if you feel depression, if you're suffering anxiety, if you feel like anxiety. This is a good bath to take, and most Espiritistas, we recommend this bath. But before you take this bath, I recommend that you take a bath to remove the dirt, the physical dirt. If, like, let's say your daily physical dirt. And in order to do that, most Espiritistas, we use a spiritual soap. And one of my favorite spiritual soaps is Jabón Castillo soap. I like this because it's very pure, it's very good for the skin. You can wash your face with it, you can wash your whole body with it. And every Espiritista, we use Jabón Castillo. It's from Spain. They also have it in the bars, and I'm going to show you a picture because I don't have a bar of Jabon Castillo with me at this moment, but I'll show you a picture of what it looks like. You can pick it up at this. I pick it up at like a Rite Aid or Walgreens, and you can also pick this up at like Walmart. You can use Jabon Castillo. We always use that, or we use Jabon Negro, black soap, which is good for purifying, good for cleansing. You can wash it, and it's really good for the skin. It has a vitamin E. There's no chemicals. It's all natural, just like the Castile soap. It's all natural for the skin. There's no added dyes or cologne, so it's very good for the skin. So before taking a spiritual bath, I really recommend that you wash yourself from any dirt that you know, from your daily activities, any dirt before you take un baño blanco, because when you take the baño blanco, you're going to leave this in the aura. You're going to let it dry naturally, and then you're just pretty much going to go to sleep. Or if you're going to go to a Misa Espiritual, you let it dry naturally, and then you get dressed, and then you go to the Misa Espiritual. So I'm going to show you how to make un baño blanco. Okay, for the spiritual bath, the first thing that you're going to need is coconut. What you want is the coconut juice. I don't know if you can hear it in the video, but this has coconut juice. And what I did before I started this video is I opened up a coconut and I took out, see what I'm saying? And I took out, here's the hole. And I took out the juice and I placed, or the milk, or the water, the coconut water. Here's a little bit more, and I place it into a glass because I'm going to use the coconut water for my spiritual white bath. Another thing that you want to use is either goat's milk, is a glass of goat's milk, or just regular milk. Milk is really good for the skin. Cleopatra, she bathed in skin. And skin in milk. It's good for the skin. It hydrates the skin. So either don't use 2% or 1%. Use regular milk. If you don't drink regular milk, just get a pint of milk for that, or goat's milk. A cup of goat's milk would be perfect for that. You're going to use the water of, and I'm going to show you the video as I'm mixing it, the water of a oatmeal. What I did is I added some oatmeal and then I poured cold water, and what I want to use is the oatmeal water from that for my bath. Also, you're going to use a rice water. You see this right here? This is rice, and this has been in this pot, for this pan, this huddle for 2 hours, 3 hours. All I want is the water. Okay, I use long grain rice, and you gotta make sure that the rice, long grain, because I want for longevity. Rice is very protective. It brings abundance. It's good for wealth. It's good for money. And all I want for this bath is this water right here. Okay. Another thing that I'm going to use is 12, since it's New Year's Eve coming up, I'm going to use 12 different white flowers. I have carnations here, which are good for cleansing, purifying, for strength. I have some daisies as well, okay? Some, and I wanted 12 because New Year's is on its way, so I want to make this bath for the New Year. Also, carnation is really good for strength, for purifying, for giving you courage, for balancing out. So I'm going to use 12 flowers, white flowers. You don't have to. You can use any rainwater. Here I gathered some May rainwater last May, and I placed it into this jar. Okay, so you can use rainwater. I'm going to use some May rainwater. Any rainwater is good for that. Okay. Also, I'm going to use holy water. Okay. I'm going to use a cascarilla. Okay. Una cascarilla. And I'm going to use a little bit, making sure I didn't forget anything, a little bit of cocoa butter. Okay, you can pick this up at a Hispanic bodega or at like a pharmacy. I love the way this stuff smells. It smells like chocolate. I can eat this right now. It smells like chocolate. It smells pretty good, and I love chocolates. So I'm going to use a little bit of cocoa butter for my spiritual bath. And I'm going to show you how I make this baño espiritual. One thing that I forgot was honey. I'm going to add a little bit of honey, just a little bit, pure honey, to sweeten my new year to my bath, because this is a white bath, but I want to add honey. Milk and honey is one of the best baths, especially if it's goat milk and honey. It's mentioned in the Bible. It's very sacred in many spiritual traditions. This is one of the best baths by itself. Milk and honey, you can't go wrong. But I almost forgot the honey, la miel. So now I'm going to show you how I make un baño blanco espiritual. Okay, now for this baño espiritual, or for any baño espiritual, you're going to need a palangana, okay? A basin to make your bath, okay? So I'm going to lower the bath a little bit. Now, it doesn't matter how, in what order you place the ingredients. I'm going to go from the first ones that I have, and I'm going to use, the first thing I have in front of me is the holy water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start placing the holy water into la palangana. Remember, I never purchase holy water. Go gather it at a Catholic church. Okay, so I added the holy water. The next thing that I'm going to put is una cascarilla. Okay, this you can pick up at a botanica. Okay, open that up and then just crush it into la palangana, into the basin. Okay, you're gonna get your hands white. It's okay. Mix that in right there. And the next thing I'm gonna add is the coconut water. I'm gonna place that into my palangana. The next thing I'm gonna add is a cup of goat's milk. Mix it in. Okay. Following that, I'm going to add the oat water, making sure that I don't get the oats. Get all that in there without getting the oats in my bath. Really good for the skin. I don't know if you can see it in there. Okay, that's the oats. Put that to the side. Next thing I'm gonna do is I shaved a, what is it? Is a the Spanish word, cocoa butter. Okay, so what I did is I shaved some, and here it is in a little bowl, and I'm gonna place that into el baño. Very good for the skin. I'm gonna take a little bit of honey. Okay, just a little bit. Notice that in this bath I'm not placing any clones, any spiritual clones. This is good for cleansing, for blessing, for higher vibrations, for connecting with your spirit guides. The next thing I'm going to add is the rice water. I use long grain rice. Long grain rice represents longevity. You've got to make sure that the rice has starch. Without starch, you cannot get the rice water. So I'm going to add, without adding the rice into it, okay. I'm going to try that as much as I can. Okay. With this spoon, I'm going to mix it up. And to this now, I'm going to add some of the May rainwater. I'm going to mix it in. And you're going to have a nice white bath. Okay. And lastly, let's see if I can get this so you can see. I'm going to add just the white parts of my flowers into my bath. Okay, place this to the side. This is a carnation. It's good for blessing. I'm going to show you what it looks like as I'm placing it into the bath. I want you to see it, as I'm doing this. I want you to see what it looks like. Now noticing that I'm only adding the petals of the white flowers into the bath. And then I'm stirring it in. Okay. If you notice, I didn't put trying not to put the green parts into it. But if you notice, I didn't put no colognes. This is good for blessings, for cleansing, for purifying, to connect with one's cuadro espiritual, with one's spiritual quadrants. It is good for a lot of Espiritistas use this in Misas Espirituales, and many Espiritistas take this bath before they go to una Misa Espiritual. So you can just put your flowers in there. Okay, and this is pretty much a simple white bath. It is good to use when you feel depression, when you feel anxiety, when you feel like you want to connect with your spirit guide. Also, after this, I like to bless it, and the way I bless it is with a white candle. I'm going to show you various ways, but this is just the way an Espiritista blesses it. I usually bless it with the four corners. Nombre del Padre, el Hijo y el Espíritu Santo, alabado sea el Señor. Nombre del Padre, el Hijo y el Espíritu Santo, alabado sea el Señor. Nombre del Padre, el Hijo y el Espíritu Santo, alabado sea el Señor. And if you want, you can light it and place that into el baño espiritual. Not necessarily you have to, but this is a good way of also blessing the baño espiritual, and there's other ways that you can do it, but this is a good baño blanco, a white bath Espiritistas use for cleansing, for purifying. It's a good bath to use for the new year, okay, to start off the new year cleansed, purify with a white slate. When you're going to take the bath, you want to soak in the bath for 40 minutes, but you don't want to use none of the flowers. You're just going to try to get as much of the energies of the flower in there. You can machacarlo with your hands, like I'm going to do right now. Okay, you can do that. Okay. What I'm doing is I'm trying to get the energies of the flowers into the bath. Notice that I didn't add any I didn't add no colognes. The only thing I added was all natural products. I don't want none of these green stems, but I do want the flowers. It's not easy to do it with one hand. Okay, and after you do that, you can bless it and then pray over it, the energies that you want to use for your baño espiritual, for your white bath. Now another way that you can do is when you add your flowers into your bath, you can machacarlo, mash it in, so you can get the energies of the flower, the essence of the flower into the bath. This is really good for the skin, so don't worry about it. We're not using no perfumes, no alcohols. Everything is good for the skin, very soothing for the skin, very pure for the skin. I like to take this bath every time I'm going to do a Misa Espiritual. Whenever I feel anxious, anxiety, I feel overwhelmed, I take this bath to ground myself. After, I like to pray over it. You can place your hands. Some Espiritistas, we pray, we place our hands over, we close our eyes, we pray to God, to our spirit guides to bless the bath. You can either place your hands down or you can place your hands up, and you can ask God to bless this bath. As an offering, you can lift it up to the heavens and pray to God to to bless the bath. Now, before you bathe in this bath, make sure that you take, like I said earlier, you take a regular bath to remove the dirt from the day. Okay, then you will submerge in this for 20 minutes. Okay, because after you take this bath, you're not gonna wash this off. You can strain the flowers. Okay, because you don't want to get that into, stuck into the drain. But you can strain the flowers and you can soak in the bath. I would recommend 20 minutes, submerging at least 8 times. If you don't have a bath, get either a basin or a palangana and try to, in the shower, wash yourself, and then wash the back of your neck, your face with the bath. Try to get the top of your head, sprinkle yourself all the way, visualizing this bath cleansing you. But if you are, if you do have a bath like I do, I love to take a bath. I turn off all the candles. I pray. I turn off all the light. I pray. I light some candles, and I just, pray, meditate for 20 minutes, submerge 8 times. It's very good for the skin. Try to make sure that I get the back of the neck and pour it over myself. If you don't want to dunk down, you could take the liquid, okay, and just pour it over yourself, just like that. Run 8 times at least. This is a good bath for starting the new year. A lot of Espiritistas, we do it before every Misa Espiritual. We recommend it for clients who have anxiety, who feel depression, and all that stuff. So this is a good bath for the new year. It's a white bath. There's no alcohol. Everything's very natural. It's very good for your skin, and I highly recommend it for everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit like, please subscribe, and do not subscribe. There's this new thing with YouTube. Another button down there. Press that another button down below to make sure that you get all notifications for when I have new videos. Please leave a comment down below, and Happy New Year's. I hope you all had a happy holidays. Thank you. I just realized that 10,000 followers. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. It motivates me to do more videos. So much love, much respects. This is Sancita Brujo Luis, and I hope to keep bringing you great videos for the next year or so. God, in the name of God, God willing. Anyways, Sancita Brujo Luis, much love, much respects. Santo Sanse, happy New Year's and happy holidays y Dia de los Reyes. Much love, much respect.